It's showtime! Oh yes, Chip Grooners, welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, welcome to this week's weekly update on my marathon training. My quest, trail, tribulations, journey, whatever word you want to use, to my first ever Boston Marathon, and the second one is 6 days later, I nearly said 6 weeks, didn't I? 6 days later, London Marathon. Yeah, so let's get to it. Oh yes, Chip Grooners, a warm welcome back to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching my weekly updates, daily updates, what updates? Updates, yeah. So welcome back to each and every one of you. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that keep coming back day after day, week after week, watching my updates and my, whatever word you want to use. Some people use the word journey. My course to my first ever Boston Marathon, and as I said earlier, 6 days later, my London Marathon. Yes, those of you who've been coming here each and every week, I really do appreciate each and every one of you coming to watch my channel. So if you are new to this channel, wondering what the hell is going on here? I thought this was a running channel. It is. I'm a runner. Yeah, I run. So a warm welcome to you if you are new. Click that subscribe button, my little face down in the corner there. Click that, give it a thumbs up. And I'll show you the love and joy that I have for running and the great times that I have in life and I bring into the running. So that's what it's all about. So this week, if you saw from last week and the week before, it's been a bit of a sort of week. The back, I wouldn't say injury, because injury can be something quite serious. I pulled a back muscle a couple of weeks back and it takes time to recover. You know, being an old git like me in my mid to late 50s, it takes a bit of time for the old thing to get back into place. So a number of the training sessions, you saw at the beginning there, I went out and done some running track training and yeah, I just couldn't get any of the speeds. The back was hurting and I couldn't really push it hard. So do you want to have a quick look on some of those track running in a bit more detail? Yeah. Chip Grooners, yes, good morning. Here I am on a different kind of training session. I'm actually at a racetrack. I think only for the second time in my actual training. It's quite a novel thing and it's bitterly cold, a bit drizzly, but I'm here for some threshold training, so let's get to it. So there you have it, Grooners. Track Tuesday complete, a bit of threshold, wasn't feeling it at all. Felt quite tough. But yeah, the old muscles, the back, it needs to all get back into shape. So let's just keep on. Yeah. So wherever you are, whatever you do, keep running. Yes, did you enjoy that? I think it's only the second time I've been running on a racetrack. Most of my 400 metre reps, 800 metre reps have been on roads where I've been roughly calculating the distance and, you know, basically I just use what's around me, what's the environment. So this week, where I've been based, where I've been working, thankfully I've been close to a racetrack. So I've been making use of that. And whilst it was very windy, it was very cold and blowy, you get out there and you do it. So that was on the Tuesday. And then on the Thursday, it was sort of a semi-long run. And that was a nice, a bit of half marathon pace thrown into that one. But it was, oh boy, was it cold, really cold. And it's been a really cold week in general. And then I was back out on the Saturday, yesterday, back on the track again. So, but again, very blowy, very windy and wet, and really couldn't get any speeds. So it was a bit nah. But the good news is that on my long run today, it felt comfortable. Whilst there's still a twinge and pain there, it felt comfortable on the long run. And the heart rate is in a good zone. Everything was in a good place. And I felt really good. It was only about an hour, 20 hour and a half, somewhere around there. And it felt really good. So, but this time next week, I mean, I don't do any of these big announcements or anything of races coming up, but I'll just get on with stuff. You know, obviously I've got the two big ones coming up in April, which is Boston and London. So all the other races are more for just for me to have a bit of a run out and see how the pace is going on closed roads with other runners. And I do enjoy running out there with other people. It's good fun. So this time next week, I've got the Keyworth Turkey Trot Half Marathon. Yes, Turkey Trot, a Christmas thing. I know it's February. The reason for that is just before Christmas, back in the UK, we had some horrendous weather, snow, ice, drizzle, and for safety reasons, he got called off, understandably so. I didn't quite fancy running a half marathon on ice-covered roads. Whatever running shoes I may have on, I don't think it's very safe racing in those kind of conditions. So quite rightly, they cancelled it, and it's been put back into February. So I'm really looking forward to this. I ran it a year before, dressed as Father Christmas, I know. And I thought it was a turkey trot 5K, but I got there and it was a half marathon. So yeah, I ran it dressed in the full gear, the beard, the full Santa gear. And it was great fun, and it's a wonderful route. And the people who organise it there, it's great organisation. It's limited to 1,000 people. The roads are open, but obviously it's marshalled and you can't have any headphones on or whatever, so you've got to listen out for traffic. But it's a fabulous route and I'm really looking forward to it. Lots of hills, woo, hill and down and up and down. And yeah, so not really a course for PBs. You often hear these things about PB chasers, personal bests or personal records, I think it's called in the US, of PRs. Yeah, it's not really a PB course, and unless you're a beginner, and then maybe as you're improving, you're going to do a PB, because as a beginner, we will improve, don't we, over a period of time. So looking forward to that race, and I've got a few others staggered across over the next few weeks. Some that I may race, some I just go out and do whatever's on the training plan, which is if it's a steady run, I'll go out and do a steady run, so I won't race it. Because for me, the goals is the marathons that I'm aiming for. So that's what I've got coming up in the next week or so. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And hopefully the back will settle down and I'll be able to get some of the speeds back in and do some proper threshold running, tempo runs and all that kind of sexy, juicy stuff, and do that. So that's it for in terms of the update. Hopefully it's been of benefit to you. If you have found something useful on there, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, give it a like, and if you are new to this channel, then do click on the subscribe button down there where you can follow us and see what's happening on this wonderful journey. So all that remains for me to say is thank you all so much. Namaste, as we say in our yoga classes. Thank you all so much for coming here and watching this wonderful stuff, and I'll keep producing and sharing my journey. I look forward to seeing you guys next week, and I'll give you an update and see how I get on with the Keyworth Turkey Trot Half Marathon. So fingers crossed I'll be fit enough for it, and let's see what happens. So till next time, keep running, yeah! Thank you all so much for coming here. Really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Thumbs up. Bye-bye.